Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and thank you for joining another scene for Living World of Darkness Rage Across New York. Our scene starts off on Sept. It's a pretty hairy night, especially for Eric. It's the full moon, so with his flaw, he's a lot more on edge, more agitated than usual. He's actually at the cabin. It looks like he's preparing to gather some things, most likely like survival supplies, getting ready to go patrol um, in the forest near Endron, as he has stated before in Guardian Chat, for those who know. But otherwise, yeah, he just seems to be going in and out of his cabin, grabbing some things. Other than that, and that's how we'll start our scene.
Yeah, we'll just say that, like we were talking about, Chloe and Aedan have just gotten back from a little bit of a mission, a little bit of run, that they got out of by the skin of their teeth. But hey, that's all good. And it's not just them, but the other ones disappear to do their own things. But yeah, they apparently Aiden must have some reason to go as well, and he's coming along with Chloe to go talk to Eric. So she'll actually text ahead this time, because last time was awkward when she didn't do that. And she'll text, and if he's in the Umber, then he won't get it anyways for a while. But she'll go ahead and text, "Hey, you around?"
Yeah, he'll send a text back at the cabin.
All right, so then you'll get response of, "Okay, me and Aiden are coming."
And it's like, and he just gets a brief, very succinct, okay.
Yep. And once they get there, Chloe will knock on the door.
She'll find that the door's actually open, and he actually just happens to kind of walk out upon them with something on his hands, some kind of bag, and he just kind of drops it. And he comes to the edge of the porch where it kind of like lets off to where you step on actual grass, and he just kind of leans up against the post. You guys got something for me?
Yeah, we do. You know.
Well, I'm all ears.
You can look at Chloe like, what? You want to go first?
Yeah, when he said the way he sounded, she just kind of raised an eyebrow for a second, but she doesn't say anything to Eric about this. She just looks at him and she's like, "We just tracked down Mother of Scars."
Oh yeah? And how did that go? What did you find out?
Well, apparently, not the main thing, but the first thing we discovered is that hellholes are not very pleasant places to be.
I didn't doubt that. I mean, we had a whole country basically displace themselves from it. Considering Scandinavia is basically over here now, I had never thought it'd be some kind of vacation resort. Nothing new. What else do you have for me?
Sorry, that wasn't actually the news. That was more of a joke.
Sorry, he kind of just points up to the moon. And she would know.
Yeah. She'll nod and try to kind of, rein back what she's thinking. And just be like, "Well, we actually did find her and her pack."
How many?
There's 5 of them. And based on what we saw in the Umbra, because you know how sizes are different based on what your rank is, we're looking at probably like she's an elder, and then like an Athro and Adrin, and probably a couple of Fosterns. Yeah, this is not going to be pretty.
And it's like his chest just kind of like barrels out a couple of times. Like, that's not something you wanted to hear. So obviously he looks pretty pissed.
I should mention that she's actually at one has an extra rage right now. I forgot because of what happened in there. So she's not looking overly happy either.
All right. So we have an elder pack. That's great.
An elder run pack, yes.
Yes.
Yes. with an Athro. We thought that one elder was bad enough, but then let's add in the Athro and an Aedan and the Fosterns. Even better, it gets better. They're mixed up with the Endron thing.
Of course. Always something else. So what are their plans?
Well, if Patrick, as she does the air quotes thing, fails, then they're going to kill the Earth Elemental and corrupt the Northern Woods. That isn't really a big shock, though. I can tell you that there's some issues between the Black Spiral Dancer packs. There's one
kind of issues.
And she kind of looks to Aedan, who I'm hoping you actually heard part of that conversation better than I did.
We're fighting over territory, Mariah.
With who?
They're moving each other. They're moving up. One of the pack, look at Chloe. Her mother's pack is moving location because they messed up a Ragabash by the looks of things of the other pack.
Yeah, well, we saw the fight. Basically, the other pack had a Ragabash there, and she beat the ever-living shit out of this Ragabash. Ragabash left missing a leg. The other pack's called the Hungry Deities. But yeah, they're moving. We don't know where yet, but I'm keeping it. And let's just say that I'm being perceptive and watching for where they're going. I found her this time. I can find her again. And just as well, I didn't want to fight her in a hellhole anyway.
And you watched the fight between them, this Ragabash and your mother.
The Ragabash was
kind of to Stanley, but yeah.
The Ragabash is from a different pack.
Yeah. There's only myself, Chloe, Raya, Jacob, Raya, and Talatine.
Yeah, we weren't gonna. We couldn't fight them there. There's no way. But,
looks like we need to thin that pack out some. Take out the lower ranks. They'll lower their numbers, and hopefully maybe the other pack will try to take them out.
Wonder if is there any way we could set something on like some of the. Because I mean, if it's a territory thing, could we trick them into the? But we don't know the territory they're in.
We don't. Yeah. Did they didn't make any mention of that whatsoever?
No, she didn't say where they were going. I'm guessing that by territory they might mean that whole Staten Island thing. I mean, we all know that's where the Black Spiral Dancers are at. But evidently, she's going somewhere else with her pack. Either way, we don't need them coming down on us during this Endron thing.
No, we don't.
Yeah. Basically, they're going to cause hell once Mason fails, basically.
Yeah. It just kind of makes a bad situation worse. So I don't know what to expect for this Endron thing that's coming up here, but at the very least, do either of you guys have any ideas on how we could separate some of them from the others? I mean, I could probably narrow it down. Just be like, I can probably narrow down who I'm paying attention to for the locations. But finding them alone is the trick.
I don't even know if we really need to necessarily find them alone. If they're already battling between themselves, there's already disjunction between them. Some of them likely might try to take action on their own. Maybe if we can provoke some of them out, maybe the younger, more excitable ranking members, maybe we can try to take them out and lower their numbers. And maybe you said there was another pack that was trying to take them out or fight for their territory. Maybe they'll move in and try to capitalize on that.
Good work, guy.
Yeah, the Hungry Deities? That was the name we heard. Weird. Weird pack names.
But we definitely need to make sure they definitely do not show up there. And that's a big if we can even draw them out. How is how is Mother of Scars fighting? Did she show anything in particular that you noticed that was strange?
She's
Kind
just
of what did she use
powerful.
any kind of weapons? What?
He didn't describe it out of character. I'm guessing it must have been pretty standard claws and stuff.
Yeah, the usual. Exactly.
So no kind of evident weakness.
No,
Not-
nothing at all.
Other than the fact that she, strangely enough, looks like me with all the scars. Actually, worse than me.
Hmm.
I mean, she has a deed name for it. No, she doesn't seem to have any particular weakness, or I don't know. I don't know. I can tell you that that's another place for them to play with your head. I saw things that would have really kind of gotten to you too, I think, Eric.
Hmm.
Aaron
In the
and I.
hellhole, or
Yes, Aaron and
the
I.
hellhole.
I saw Aaron
Similar
and
to one with Malphite, basically.
I was.
I did not hear either one of you. I'm sorry.
Oh, you go first. You go first, Chris. You go first.
No, she just says Aaron. I saw Aaron and I heard Isaac.
It was similar to when all of us went to Malphite. We started to see things of our
Yeah.
past and pain.
I'm glad you didn't get to see what I saw.
He kind of like says, like he kind of like does that kind of like that wolfish kind of thing where they kind of bare their teeth, and you see like him lick his teeth, like gloss over it with his tongue, kind of like predatorily, like that really fucking just ticks him off. Um, but based on what he's heard before, Malpheus does seem to like fuck with people's minds, so it's not too much out of the question. But needless to say, like those are two people that, you know.
Those
really
are both
matter to
touchy
him.
subjects for him too.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, like for both of them, those are both just touchy. So we get it.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
So I am not used to thinking like this. How do we draw out black spiral dancers to be used against themselves?
They're fighting over territory. That means we have to entice them to come to one area that they might think the other pack is, maybe.
That, or make them believe that one is under attack when they're really not. Maybe shake one side up a little bit. Maybe they try to take advantage on that. And then we shift gears and actually go after them.
That could work, actually. They're odd.
Or we use the knowledge that they're going to come there. We focus on maybe not destroying any of the equipment at the drill site, but maybe focus on getting the Manson first. Do what we're going to do with him and use the knowledge that they're going to come there. And then be ready for them there.
That might actually work.
And then have another pack waiting Umbra side. Just in case.
I mean, that's a really good idea.
Yeah. That might.
My only question with that would be, well, it'd have to be the right pack waiting, because not all of us find it so easy to cross over quickly.
Maybe we can have children do it.
They're the ones who.
We can have the Shadowrunners and the Seekers go ahead and try to get to Manson first, because apparently, well, your mole might be there with them at the time, right?
Like mole? Do you mean like that leech?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
The girl in the paper, the Darcy girl, was that her name?
Yeah, Darcy Ellsworth.
Oh, yeah. I just saw gossip about her. You guys aren't seeing each other anymore, are you? She looks at him.
Tenses a bit. We're married.
What?
Blake. blink, doesn't say anything. Okay.
Is she
awkwardly
human?
stares.
Is she human, Tamer?
Yeah, of course. Kind of like looks at him. Yeah.
Is she kinfolk?
Well, she wasn't afraid of us. But
She's not exactly careful, but that's what I was trying to talk to you about.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that in a minute.
Look at that
He just seems
Just
like,
opened up, guys.
it's like just kind of stunned a little bit. It's like, what the fuck? Like, like he's doing like mental gymnastics for a second, and then he just
Chloe
shakes
just
his
holds
head.
up her hand. She literally just holds up her hand with her left hand with the wedding ring on it, and kind of looks at Eric. She's like, "I'm not.
Yeah,
I can't
get
judge. I can't judge."
I can't judge either, so it's all good. I'm just the news of it hitting me now is just kind of. Anyways, back to business. I think our stronger bet will probably be waiting at Endron for them. Trying to draw them out might be too much of a risk, and a much larger bulk of our forces will be at Endron. And if they're already going there, like I said, maybe we can take the advantage and ambush them from either side. So we put more emphasis on being hard and fast and getting to Patrick, Patrick Mason. We take care of him, and then we at that point, we make sure somebody waits on the outside for the Black Spiral Pack.
The thing is, Mason's going to be out of the city for a few days. That's what the info said. That's the problem. So maybe if we do destroy the equipment, they're going to come straight away, right? Wouldn't they? Because if we destroy their things, they'll move quicker to the location. So if we destroy it and lie in wait, we can hit them quicker then.
Right.
I would like to be involved in whatever the Black Spiral part is, because if she's going to be there, then I should probably.
Right.
Kind of give a look. We're going to need as much as we can. You know what I mean, Raya?
I would probably hang back for the Black Spiral confrontation myself. Considering that she's an elder, I would.
You and I kind of need to be on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although, all these new Aruns seem to think they're good stuff. We should send them all, as Chloe sort of grins.
Well, that can definitely be arranged.
I'm kind of joking. That's really not my call.
I mean, no, it's a good idea, but it'd be good to have some other support there as well.
Oh yeah, I don't really necessarily think you and I could necessarily even handle an elder.
I ain't scared. We can do it.
I didn't say I was scared.
All right, just making sure, Chloe.
She smirks at him. She's never shown fear in a fight before.
But yeah, I think that'd be the best bet to do. Yeah. Either way, if he's not there, we destroy the equipment. If he's there, we focus on getting to him, the head of the snake, and take him out one way or another. Whether we capture him and try to, do other things with him, or we have to kill him. I don't care. We just need to get him dealt with, and then we'll deal with or intercept the Black Spiral Pack, and we'll deal with them accordingly.
Yeah. I may have a way to start getting to those people as well, which is the bit of info I have. And about this thing that was mentioned at the mood as well.
To be fair, in this particular thing, what they said, and that was before they smelled the Silver Fang. So I don't think they knew we were there. They expect Patrick to fail. So if that happens, then they will kill the elemental and do that. So it sounds like maybe they're it sounds like maybe Mother of Scars is the backup plan.
Pretty much.
So
it sounds like either way they plan on going. Well, sounds like they plan on being in the Umbra, so that's probably where we should probably wait.
Maybe after we destroy the equipment and handle that, we can have pretty regular patrols on around that umbrella area.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
If you need me to pick up some patrols, I can. I'm
That'll
not
be
required to be
fantastic.
here. Yeah, I'm not required to be around the Cubs every single second.
Take the cub with you for all I care. He could use the experience. By the way, tell him I said good job on kicking Hunter Main's ass.
I heard about that. He grins.
The Get Kid folk have been telling me about it.
That was
Joking me at the same time too, but it's all good.
I saw the fight. It was pretty badass, I have to say. Pretty proud of him.
I'm proud of him too. All right. Is there anything else that you needed to say? Oh, okay.
Sorry. I was just
No, go ahead.
all she was gonna say was, pretty much right after that, I lost to Will. So I guess it was good for Cubs, but bad for Aedan's. I don't know.
I thought that Silence Strider rune, I bet him as well. Aiden just says rubbing his hair.
Nigel, yeah.
Knocked his ass out with that club I have.
Oh, Jesus.
Shit happens.
What about you, Tamer of Dragons? You said you had other information?
Oh, aye. And he'll hand out a piece of paper out of it, and you can tell his copy right now. Just PM you what over on Facebook what basically it is, and he'll point stand beside her. That's the stuff on the meteor that they mentioned at the moot. Or something that I gave it to the theurges as well to look at, but I'm giving it to you now as well.
I don't know anything about this fucking meteor.
Oh, I remember seeing it in the papers. I was seeing it in the papers. Like, wasn't that the one that was in the Natural History Museum?
Yeah, it's bad apparently, from what I'm hearing from the person I have on that side. Now I gave it to 10 Point to give it to the other theurges, so they're probably working on it, but making sure you're in the loop as well. Like,
cool. I appreciate it.
There are times I wish Morningkill was still here. He would have had that shit under control.
Well, take a look at it and read it, and probably the theurges will come and see you as well, I would imagine, from based on the howls and shit. The other thing is that same girl, her father is now signing a deal with hotel strings and all that with his PR manager, so that means she's an open target and I can get to her quicker.
Okay, do what you need to do for that then. Just keep me in the loop with what you decide is the best action, just so I know.
Probably get rid of her because she seems to be the biggest businesswoman there for him, for Mason. If we eliminate her, we eliminate her press, their mobility. Might cripple them a bit.
I totally agree. Make sure it gets done.
A nod. I have my pack on it, work on it straight away. You kind of nod awkwardly. And her father, I'll make sure he's clean and all that and shit. Rubs his head very awkwardly.
And what if he's not?
I'll handle it.
And he kind of looks at him very expectantly.
Chloe. Yeah, Chloe looks at him like, okay. Like, she understands these family issues right now. They're very close to her heart at this moment. She's a little suspicious.
If he's not clean, I'll do it myself. And it'll be quick and clean. He says quite firmly.
I just want to make it known that I don't like breaking up happy households, so my condolences if something like that does happen. But we all know where our loyalties lie, so.
Just nod. I know.
All right. I'll be updating the Guardians with the information about the BSDs. I'm very confident. I prefer that idea about using the information we have, to be ready for them when we're there. We're going to ramp up patrols in the forest near Endron. Tamer, if you don't mind, just reinforcing with 10 Point and maybe some other theurges if you can get it. And I'll be putting in a request to have the wild spirits there look out for us. And maybe if we can get an early location on where they might be coming from, maybe we can kind of head them off and catch them off guard.
Yeah, I'll grab 10 point and I can see if I can bring Felix up to speed as well and get both of them with me. Just nod very firmly.
Okay. I'm fairly confident with the information. These are the best decisions to go with so far. Do you guys have any other questions or concerns?
Only thing is, I might be away sometime soon. I'm going to go challenge for Foster.
All right. Just make sure that this stuff gets taken care of first.
It's on first priority, right? Nods.
And he nods to him as well. He looks to Tails, which is gold.
Hey, Eric gave her that deed name. At least one of the three who did.
Mm-hmm.
No, I need to think on this a bit. I mean, in theory, if this is the pack that we're fighting tomorrow, then, or when we do this, then, I mean, they'll be out of the way once we deal with them anyways. It'll just be trying to figure out how to clear this other, clear Mother of Scars' pack.
I'll see if there's anything in the armory that can deal with fighting creatures of the worm. I remember Ping making some kind of flares that seem to mess with worm creatures. Do you remember those? The smoke talons? They're very odd.
Huh. That's actually a pretty good idea. I will talk to Theurges.
Cool. I don't know if they can make anything on short notice, but maybe there might be some in the armory. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, if someone knows it, then that's easier. If not, then they can work on it.
Nod. He nods.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna get ready to head out towards the northern woods. Contact me on my phone. I will be busy, but I'll try to maintain constant contact with you all.
Yeah, just kind of look at the two of them. You mind keeping the business about my wife on the down low, like? Reyes.
Of course.
This is incredibly awkwardly.
Chloe just looks at him and she's like, I'm married to a fairy. You've got my word.
Eric just gives him a strong single nod. Of course.
Appreciate it, Reyes. Nods awkwardly and will kind of will probably look to Chloe and will awkwardly bow and walk away. Really awkward. Heading off.
Chloe will just look at Eric quickly and be like, so let me know when you need me to make a few runs up there, and I will. I'll probably take the cub along because why not? Give him some experience.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, I'm going to be heading up there tonight, so maybe before sunrise.
Done.
Awesome. All right. I will see you guys later. I need to get going.
Okay. And Chloe will turn and walk away.
Yep. And if anybody else has anything, maybe we could end the scene here.
Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another scene for Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York. Oh, hit the wrong